Love should be easy. Why should it not?
All right, everybody. This video is canon. We're going to be talking a little bit about some just small additions to what I did in the last video, which was the final video in Course 4, Lesson 3. It's not going to be a standard video like we normally do with a PowerPoint. I just have some notes that I want to talk about. The last video, which was video number 97 in the series, we talked about adding so on the end of e adjectives and on the end of na adjectives in order to say something like it seems like, or or it looks like. I had to think for a second. It seems like, or it looks like, right? So for example, I'll just give you a quickie example. Atsui means it's hot. You look at a pizza, there's steam coming off of it. Atsu so desu. It looks hot. You add so after removing the e. Okay? If it's a na adjective, you just straight add so. So let's say I buy this tool pack, which I happen to need earlier. So I have this tool pack, and I said, look at this to my friend. And they could just say, in a nice way, bendi so da ne. Bendi so. It looks convenient, looks useful, right? So that is how that is used. But then I took a tangent in the video near the end, and I tried to explain the difference between if you don't remove the e. For example, if you say atsui so desu, the meaning is completely different than atsu so desu. And I want you to remember this, even though this is not taught yet in the books, but it is a common mistake that you could make. So if you say atsu so desu, that's your opinion based on your observation. Okay? Based on someone else eating it and you see it, something to do with your what you sense, right? But if you say atsui so desu, there's no observation at all. Atsui so desu means I heard it's hot. You heard from someone else. So it might not be true. Okay? And the way, now why I'm making this addition is because someone asked in the comments, how do you do that for the na adjectives? And because I didn't explain that. That one you have to say da so desu. So for example, I'm not looking at this, but my friend was showing me this this toolkit, and I'm looking at it. I don't know anything about it, but I heard from that friend at one point that this was pretty convenient, but I don't really know. I have no idea, never used it. I could say to someone, bendi da so desu. Apparently it's convenient. That's apparently if you do da so desu or e so desu. All right, so that is what I wanted to cover. All right, one more thing. In the video, we talked about Samaranai, which is kind of one of those outlier adjectives because it ends in nai. It's a negative meaning, but it's not a negatively conjugated adjective. So it is weird because you're not saying tsumarana saso, right? Because we learned to say it doesn't seem something. You have to say, drop the e and add saso. But with tsumaranai, you really have to say tsumarana so. However, Japanese people, probably half by half, will say tsumarana saso. So I just want you to know that even though grammatically it's wrong, you will see, if you go to Twitter, you'll find a lot of people saying tsumarana saso. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I was talking to somebody in the company and it came up and I was like, oh shoot, did I teach that wrong? Oh my God, I might have said tsumarana saso because I say that, I think. And then when I looked it up, I found that even Japanese people were, I did teach it properly, but even Japanese people get confused over this and they say it wrong. All right. Oh man, Maya Kuya. Oh man, dang it. That was on my list. Look, kawaii so, that's on my list. I did two versions of that video. The first one I forgot to hit record on one of the cameras, and I said it in the first version. I forgot to say it in the second. You cannot say kawaii so to mean they look cute. You can never say that because that is a negative word, meaning they're pitiful. Not like, oh, you're pitiful. It's like, oh my God, I feel so bad for them. Oh, that's so pitifully sad. Like that kind of a thing. So you cannot say kawaii so. Okay? Just don't. Just say kawaii. Done. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you more than you imagine. See you next time. Bye bye.